Welcome back to Let's Play Bastion. I'm BurningDogFace. And things aren't going so great. Most everybody is dead.
As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns. Too bad for them, our guns are bigger still.
Most everybody in the world is dead. My new home has been wrecked.
Zulf, the Ura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry.
I recently found out my people are guilty of attempted genocide. And my bird is dead. Here's something wrong now. It writhes at the slightest touch. It feels like bone, only heavier.
But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge.
How? These two people basically blew up the world trying to kill each other. How can we get over that? Oh no, is that a child's drawing?
He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. It's not the time to get reckless.
Noted. Oh, it's literally called child's drawing.
All those dreams snuffed out in the calamity. We'll bring them back.
As long as one human being draws breath, hope lives. A memento, a crude but heartfelt illustration. It is inscribed in chalk on a stone surface. Unlike most of the Ura civilization, it survived the calamity more or less intact.
There's nothing standing in his way no more. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time.
You? He's been telling the story to Zia this whole time.
Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
I called it, and I'm not happy about that.
You had to see if everything Zulf wrote to you was true.
Maybe I'll just lie here a while. The steps never did me wrong, aside from all those times I smashed my face into them. It's really more gravity's fault than anything else. You know what? Might not be safe. What is with the frame rate? Sorry about that. Wanted to see if the frame rate would improve. Child's drawing. Show the simple drawing found far to the east. This is one of the only traces left of the Ura civilization.
I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
Does it feel right to play music here? Harp guitar. Ask Zia about her harp guitar. Pardon me, miss, does this belong to you?
Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? just to see if he'd go after you.
Shows Zia the simple drawing found far to the east. The Calamity took everything from the Ura, didn't it? Besides their will to fight.
They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back.
Man, I just killed like 50 dudes. I don't know how to feel about this. The country. Raise the required number of land pieces through travel and exploration.
The country. She's all to pieces now, but still looking good.
The cores contain the memory of the land from before it was undone. The city crest flows with their power. The Mancer. Show surpassing skill with a Calamity Cannon. Defeat 3 foes at a single blast.
Part of the rippling walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack.
Oh, this thing. Calamity Cannon. Experimental ranged weapon. Too unwieldy to lock onto targets. Blasts cause area damage. The Mancers not only theorized with the raw forces of the world, developed blueprints for how to unleash them.
The power of the Calamity ain't well understood, but a hammer sure is.
Supercharged emitter. Rocket Ska's knockback. A powered mechanism that unloads rockets at tremendous force, causing targets to recoil from the impact, if they survive. Stabilized emitter. Rockets will not launch automatically. A heavy-duty mechanism that holds rockets firmly in place before firing, granting more precise control to the end user.
First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
I can honestly say I wasn't expecting the narrator here to discuss machinery overrides. Plus 35% damage, effect stacks with cavalry barrel. A stabilized aiming system built to help the user pinpoint the target's vital areas. Reflex scope, plus 50% aiming speed, effect stacks with marksman barrel. A versatile aiming system designed to let the user take aim quickly.
Nothing makes a gun so dangerous as a keen eye.
Fire contoured grip, plus 25% attack speed. Custom fitted high friction handles allow the device to pump flames faster than usual. Shielded grip, damage resistance when firing. Protective plating and coating shield the user from harm while the device is active.
Toughest thing about using that gas can is keeping a grip on it.
Mancer missile. An experimental ordnance that breaks into a cluster of explosives on impact, spreading destruction. A small-scale prototype of the device that caused the Calamity. No, I don't want this thing on me. Wonder how powerful it is. Well, this is obviously going to be one of those, who knows where sequences, so let's take, like the old trusty trip mines.
It's hard to sleep easy these days, what with everything that's happened. Zolf, very soon the kid's gonna have to face that man again, for the last time.
Piss drink. Trapped. So this is what the kid is stuck dreaming about. All these people he had to kill.
They met on the worst day of Zulf's life. There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away.
I've immediately discovered a drawback to this thing. I need to be able to move around. I need to be able to hold still to use the bow.
It wasn't the first time Zulf had nothing to lose. He was born to a simple Ura couple who didn't last long before plague took him.
This is not an optimal set of weapons.
He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tassel terminals, so he took to stealing from a Ceylonian missionary living there.
Good night,
He once
Gracie.
got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in. That missionary raised Zulf like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy.
This is a really interesting way of learning more about the characters. Not the least of which because you have to earn it.
When the missionary passed away, Zulf promised to continue his work to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylondia.
Oh dear.
Zulf started teaching the missionaries wisdom to any Ura who would listen, and listen they did.
Oh crap. Fuck off! Stupid exploding eyeballs!
He advocated tolerance and argued that the Ura should atone for the war. He believed the city had much to teach his people.
Well, that worked out well. you mind? I'm trying to kill you.
However, Zolf felt he could only do so much in the Tassel terminals. He needed Caelondia to know the Ura had changed.
Holy. Fine, drink another one. Ah.
He decided to do what the missionary did many years before. He left the city of his youth to brave a savage land.
I don't really have anything insightful to say. I feel like I'm being very quiet today. Apologies, folks. This is just kind of... It's kind of serious business today. Shit's really hitting the fan.
The journey was hard, but he knew how to fend for himself. And then at last, Zolf saw the rippling walls on the horizon.
Thought you were the other one.
It's all right. He endeared himself to city folk straight away, and in turn he fell in love with the city and its people. One in particular.
This is really interesting to me because it's not like Zolf thinks of himself, oh, I'm the king of the terrorists. I'm going to remake the world in my image. No, he's doing what he thinks is the best thing for the world.
This young lady was fascinated by the Ura, but she never met anyone like Zolf. She told him she knew all the city's best kept secrets. The Hanging Gardens was their favorite spot.
Oh,
it was
dear.
there that Zolf clasped her hands and proposed in proper Caelondian style.
Oh wow, no. The bow is not the best thing to bring to this place at all. Oh. Not sure what to bring. The cannon?
He celebrated with his friends long into the night. Joy and revelry like he'd never seen. Too bad he couldn't remember it all.
Do you mind, buddy?
Don't
Fuck.
worry about it.
Enough! Excuse me.
He woke up alone underground inside the Ura Caelondian War Memorial, built like an Ura den. But something was wrong.
Fuck it, let's finish this. giant eyeball flying out before. Ah! Oh, fuck.
He emerged from that hole in the ground into a waking nightmare. Everything that wasn't gone was twisted upside down.
Oh. That was satisfying. Fuck you, rocks.
The world was frozen, air thick with ash. What few faces he saw on the street stared back at him with gray and vacant eyes.
I was trying to block with the wrong button.
He found his wife-to-be asleep inside her home, but when he reached out to her, she joined with all the ashes in the sky. That story don't end well anyway.
Man. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you in the next episode of Let's Play Bastion. When, it's gonna get late, so I'm just gonna continue from here. Well, we'll take this on next time. But I'll see you next time when we, get back to this, and, I don't know. See what's left to do in the world, I guess. Later!